pussy.
Okay, alright. That's enough.
I'm gonna record this live on YouTube right now. What the fuck? Show me your fucking hand. What?
When suspect thinks the cops can't touch them, but what happened next was perfect. So first things, let's talk about the video making the rounds. It shows this guy casually sitting on top of a police car, like it owns the place. This went down on March 17th, 2024. The officers got a report about a suspect causing a scene outside a hospital, and trust me, he crossed all kinds of limits that day.
Get off my car. Central 557, can you start APD to the hospital? We got a male sitting on top of our car. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off.
The cops calmly tell him to get down from the car, treating him like they would with a stubborn little kid. But this guy isn't budging. He's straight up ignoring them, like he's having the time of his life sitting on top of the cruiser.
Tell you what, you get off the car, sure, we'll charge you. If that's what you want.
You shoot.
No. Dude, I can tell you right now, there's 2 more of us coming, and you got APD coming as well.
That's 8 people. I have 1 person.
Yeah, exactly. So, you can either get down and deal with me while I'm not being an asshole for the most part. Get down, please.
4 cops and they still can't get him off the car? Seriously? Do they need to call in 8 more? What in the world is happening with the police in America these days? It's wild to see this perp sitting there like he owns the place while the cops seem afraid to even do their job.
Please shoot.
I'm not going to shoot you. Get off my car. Jason. Jason. Please get off the car so we can deal with whatever you got going on. Buddy, if you dent the car, it is only going to make this whole thing worse.
It's really not that complicated. 2 of them just need to grab a leg each, pull with a little force, and let gravity do the rest. Boom, problem solved. The fact that they're letting this drag on is just frustrating to watch. How hard can it be to get someone off a car?
Hey, Jason, listen, Jason, the Athens City Police Department's gonna be way grumpier than I am, I promise you that. Huh? Okay. Huh? I don't have a lighter. With what? With my fucking... No, I'm not lighting your cigarette with my taser.
Now suspect, feeling all confident, thinking the cops can't do anything to him, but what happened next was perfect to put his mind at ease.
Why are you on our cruisers?
Because I'm trying to get arrested.
Okay, for what?
This.
Why do you want to get... What do you want to go to jail for?
Stand outside.
Huh?
What do you want to go to jail for?
You think I want to hurt the little curly-haired motherfucker there, you dumb pussy?
Okay, alright. That's enough.
I'm literally now struggling. Get off.
Put your hands behind your back.
People like that are just attention seekers, trying to make a scene for no reason. But hey, now they're getting the right kind of attention in jail. Honestly, it was so satisfying to watch this idiot's pants slip down while he was getting out of the car.
Hey, listen to me, buddy. I just want to talk to you. That's all. I'll give you water. Look at me. And if you talk...
I need water.
What do you need water for so I can talk to you?
I haven't had water in 3 days.
Okay, talk to me. Look at me. Hey.
This guy might just win an award for most disrespectful to the police. The way he acted, it's like he was trying to set a new record for insults. On January 21st, 2024, officers were called out to investigate what seemed like an abandoned SUV parked on private property, so stay tuned. Things are about to get interesting.
Hey, buddy, you're not in any trouble. Just talk to us, bud.
When the police asked the suspect to open the door of his car, he totally ignored them, like we all do when we see someone begging on the street. I mean, the poor cop kept asking him to open the door over and over again. You could see the frustration building as this guy just sat there acting like he was above the law. It was wild.
Buddy, you're not in trouble. Come on.
Sitting in the car and not answering. Seriously, is this guy 5 years old? It's baffling. I really don't know how cops deal with people like this. You have to give the officers credit for keeping their cool in such a ridiculous situation.
Park sidewalks. Swing in. Put your nose in water. I just want to talk to you. I'll give you water. I'll give you water if you come.
water and I'll talk.
Okay.
Eventually, the suspect finally decided to open the door, but instead of cooperating, he asked the police for water while throwing insults their way. Can you believe that? The officers must have been shaking their heads, wondering what kind of world they're dealing with.
Hey, listen to me, buddy. I just want to talk to you. That's all. I'll give you water. Look at me. And if you talk,
I need water.
what do you need water for so I can talk to you?
I haven't had water in 3 days.
Okay. Talk to me. Look at me. Hey.
Honestly, even the cop's wife wouldn't treat him like this suspect is treating the officer. It's mind-boggling. I don't get why the police are making such a simple task so complicated. It's just frustrating to watch.
What's that? Need water? Don't move.
Stop. Stop. You're all right. Stop.
From tough guy to crybaby in just 2 seconds. Love it. That instant karma is priceless. He had all that bravado, and now he's headed straight to jail. You can't help but laugh at the turnaround. But he's got good taste in music.
No, don't take my fucking chain.
Huh?
I'll keep it.
Stop. Stop. I'm not chewing on it. Let go. Hey, Stapleton, go to this side. He's trying to chew his chain. He's trying to chew on his necklaces. Look at his mouth.
Do what?
Out of your mouth with it. Let go.
On July 4th, 2023, instead of doing the smart thing and cooperating, this suspect decided to whip out his phone and start recording. He was asking questions like he was the one in charge. It's wild how some people think they can turn a tense situation into a show for social media.
No. Okay, so, officer, what's your name and badge number, please?
Say it's Foley.
I can't see it because your walkie-talkie's in the way.
Foley.
What's your first name and last name?
Don't have to tell you that. Don't have to tell you that.
This is going to result in a complaint.
Go right ahead, brother.
So,
I'm asking
what I need
for
to-
your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Could I have your card, please?
Say again?
Could I have your employee card?
No, you may not. I need your
Why not?
driver's license and proof of insurance.
Okay, if I can't have your, if I can't have that, could you get in contact with your supervisor, please?
The cop quickly sensed something was off with the way the suspect was talking, so he made the smart move and called for backup. He had a gut feeling about what was about to unfold. It's always better to be safe than sorry, especially when dealing with someone acting all strange and unpredictable. We just knew things were about to get a lot more complicated.
Although,
I need you to give it to me
although I know for a fact.
Stop talking. I need it now.
One moment. I'm
need it
going to
now.
look up this law because we're going to be patient. We're going to be patient.
All right, we're done. Go ahead and step out. Go ahead and step
Sir.
out or I'm going to smash this windshield.
Sir, please don't smash my window.
Windshield and we're gonna smash your
You're
window.
breaking the law. Do not do that.
Listen to me. Listen,
One moment.
exit the vehicle
Sir, excuse
right
me.
now,
Could you
or I'm
call
gonna
your
bust
supervisor,
this
please?
windshield out.
Things were definitely heating up now. The officers warned the suspect that if he didn't get out, they'd have to break the car door down. Meanwhile, this guy was just sitting there, insisting he wanted to talk to a supervisor.
Could you call your supervisor, please?
We're past that.
I have no contract with you. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. We're not past anything because I haven't committed a crime. Why are you trying to ruin my... Not damage my property. Do not damage my property.
Unlock your truck and step
You are
out.
not giving me a lawful order.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You are not the law.
Eventually, the situation escalated to the point where the cops lost patience and had to break the suspect's window. It took some serious force, but they finally dragged him out of the car. You could see that all his bravado faded away in an instant. Sometimes you just have to take charge, and that's exactly what they did.
You do not have to do that.
I'm going to
Unlock
record
your
this
car.
live on YouTube right now. What the f***? Show me your f***ing hands. What the f***ing hands are up? Show me your doing this to me.
Explain this to you. Show me. Get out.
Why are you doing
Get out
this
of
to
the
me?
vehicle right now.
you're under arrest. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law.
Get out.
I have a gun right here. Stop. I have a gun right here. Stop. I have a gun right here. Stop.
Now, there's no need for the suspect to talk to the supervisor on the phone because he's about to have a face-to-face chat with him instead. If you want to see more wild videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified whenever we drop more crazy content. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.